Let's call it what it is. A lot of business writing is just noise. It's the same copy and paste nonsense slapped across brochures, websites, LinkedIn posts, year after year. You see it, your competitors use it, and deep down, you probably know it's empty too. But here's the real issue. These words aren't just vague, they're lazy, and worse, they're forgettable. When a buyer sees the same language on every website or tender, do you know what they do? They stop reading. Or if they're reading, they stop taking it in, because nothing in that sea of buzzwords tells them what you actually do or why you're any different. So in this video, I'm not here to gently suggest improvements. We're throwing away 5 more of the worst corporate phrases straight into the bin, and I'll show you examples of what to say instead. So your message actually cuts through. The last one is probably my most hated word ever. Let's get into it. Industry leading. Compared to what? It doesn't, again, it sounds good, you see it all the time, doesn't actually mean anything. You say, we're an industry leading provider. Is that a good thing? I don't know. So you could say something like, we're trusted by over 700 estate agents across the Northwest who rely on us for 48-hour turnarounds, which means that our credibility is backed by results. Again, these examples might not fit your industry, but it's the concept, it's the approach that we're talking about here. Another one, end-to-end. We offer end-to-end service. End-to-end is the kind of phrase that is okay to use internally, but don't use it externally. Don't put it on your marketing. Don't put it in your emails. Just don't do that. Instead of saying end-to-end, actually put some data around it. We design, supply, and install and maintain all in-house, which means that there's one team, one number, and no finger pointing, as an example off the top of my head. And that might not even be the best one, but the fact is, you understand what I'm saying. End-to-end, don't use that. Use some detail. Give them end-to-end. Don't tell them. Value added. Oh my word. Again, you could say this is a phrase that should be used internally. There's a lot that can be said about value propositions and adding value, understanding value, extracting value, all those kind of things. But don't say value added to outfacing to your clients, saying things like, we include value added extras. Why be so coy? Why not just tell them what they are? Say something like, we return after 12 months to check everything still performs free of charge, which means that your clients feel looked after long after the invoice is paid. You don't have to say value added because you've just done it. Cutting edge. Wow. We use cutting edge technology. Again, it's vacuous. It might sound good, but it tells somebody nothing. So an example, and again, this might not be the best one, our sensors are approved by 90% of local authorities, so you're always inspection ready, which means that jobs get signed off first time with no delays. Something like that. The detail of what I'm saying here doesn't matter. What matters is that you understand that using words like that, which don't mean anything, when you could easily use a few extra words. Remember, there's no tax on words. That you can get across what you actually want to get across without using a lazy phrase like cutting edge. And here we go. Here's the one. Holistic. We take an holistic approach. Terrible, vacuous, meaningless, leads to more questions than answers. So it makes it about as bad a word as you could use. So use an example, we could say, we review staffing, scheduling, customer feedback, and profit margins together. Which means that you're not just fixing surface problems, you're fixing the system, fixing the problem. So you show you do everything, which is what most people say they take a holistic approach are trying to say. It's a terrible word. Ban it. Never use it. Explain. Make it clear, because clear wins. Always has, always will. Vague, weak words like these in this video and my previous video make you forgettable. And who wants that? But the thing is, as these examples hopefully have demonstrated, it's so easy to correct, and the results can be amazing. So if you're ready to ditch vague, tired copy and paste language and replace it with something sharper, smarter, and more effective, join the free group. Link below.